60-minute vinyasa flow class. As always, listen to your body. Feel free to stay where you are or to do something different than I instruct. Everything I say is a suggestion. Today's class is going to be pretty simple. We're going to do the same sequence many times, and we're just going to add on a tiny bit at the end each time. So hopefully that feels good in your body. And once you start doing it multiple times, your body will know where to go next. And hopefully it'll feel good to find that repetition. I'm going to get started in a child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat and bringing your knees wide and letting your big toes come to touch. Then extending your arms out nice and long in front of you and resting your forehead on the mat. The suggestion to let the elbows rest on the mat here and spread the fingers nice and wide. Send your breath into your lower back and sink your hips a little deeper into your heels. Option to keep the arms where they are, option to bend the elbows, let the hands come to touch, and bring the thumbs to the back of your neck. Feeling that shoulder stretch. Taking nice big inhales through the nose and filling up the belly. And full exhales through the mouth, letting something go. Suggestion to extend your arms out long once more and reach your fingertips far away from you and lift the elbows from the mat. It might feel nice here to find a side body stretch, crawl the arms over to the right. Taking big inhales through the nose, filling up the left side body, finding a little more length. And full exhales through the mouth, deepening. When you're ready, find that same side body stretch over on the left, crawling as far as you'd like. Big inhales through the nose, filling up, expanding through the right side body, finding length. And full exhales, softening. When you're ready, bring your arms back to center, finding child's pose once more. Suggestion to give the forehead a massage here. Find stillness, spread the fingers wide, inhale, tabletop. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, place the knees below the hips and the feet behind the knees. Come into your cat and cow movement. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, gaze at your navel. Keep moving back and forth between those two poses at your pace. Suggestion to close the eyes, even if it's just for a moment. Keeping the fingers wide and pressing into the fingertips, not the wrists. Seeing if you can let the belly button guide you with the movement. Feeling free to play around with the hand orientation, letting the fingers point toward you or toward each other, coming onto the tops of the hands. Bringing yourself back to center, finding stillness in your tabletop. Extend your left leg long, lap back behind you. Tuck the left toes, press into the ball mound of the left foot, and shift forward and back for a moment. Find stillness, shoulders over wrists. When you're ready, lift the left leg, keeping the left toes flexed. Let the left hip come in line with the right. Press into the left hand, puffing up the upper back. When you're ready, bring the right arm long by the right ear. Reach the right fingertips far out in front of you. Reach the right fingertips far away from each other. Take a big inhale, left heel back, right fingertips forward. As you exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, bring the knee toward the elbow. They don't have to touch. 2 more times, inhale, maybe lift chin and chest. Exhale, bring it in. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Now we'll find length once more. And then we'll bend that left knee and bring the right arm back behind you and maybe find a grip. Please don't feel like you have to. Maybe kick into the hand if you have a grip. Gazing forward or back, your choice. Keeping with the breath, pressing into the left hand, pressing into the right knee. As carefully as you can, releasing the grip if you have one. Left leg back, right arm forward, inhale. Beautiful. And then plant your right hand back down and bring your left leg long out to your side. Bring your left foot back behind you and press in to the ball mound of the left foot. Press into the right knee. And then bring yourself up, arms out into a T. Stay here for a moment. Adjust anything you need to adjust. Lift the crown of your head. Bring your left hand to your left thigh. Bring your right arm up and over to the left. Breathe into the right side body. Press into the left pinky side of the foot. Close the eyes for a moment if you'd like. Find some wrist circles in that right hand if you'd like. Carefully and slowly, let the right hand bring you up, crown of head high, and then plant the right hand on the mat below the right shoulder, and then lift the left arm up and over. Breathe into the left side body. Continue to press into the left side of the foot. Maybe the gaze is at the right hand on the mat, or maybe the gaze is at the left hand toward the sky. Okay, you're going to bring your left hand down out in front of your right, and then crawl the arms out in front of you. You're gonna extend your left leg long back behind you, pressing into the ball mound of the foot. And you're gonna inhale the right leg high behind you for a three-legged dog. Then you're gonna exhale for a scorpion dog. Stack the right hip over the left, bend the right knee toward the sky. Keep the fingers spread wide. Soften the shoulders by pressing into the pinkies, or excuse me, by pressing into the fingers, not the wrists. And then find a three-legged dog when you're ready. Inhale, right leg straight. And the downward facing dog as you exhale, right foot meets left. Pedal out your dog if you'd like. In your own time, come back to your tabletop, bending your knees and lowering down onto them. Shoulders over wrists, knees below hips, feet behind knees. Extend the right leg long back behind you. Tuck the toes, press into the ball mound of the foot, shift forward and back. Find stillness at center. Lift the right leg, flex the toes. Right hip is in line with left. Actively press into the right hand. Bring the left arm long by the left ear. Fingertips wide. Fingertips forward. On your exhale, tuck and round. Maybe the elbow and the knee touch. 2 more times, use your breath. Maybe you lift your gaze in front of you. Bending the right knee, bringing the left arm back behind you, maybe taking a grip, maybe kicking the foot into the hand. When you're ready, carefully, slowly release the grip if you have it. Find length once more. Plant the hand, extend the right leg long out to the right. Arms out into a T, crown of head high. Take a moment to adjust. Anything you need to adjust. Bring your right hand to your right thigh, send your left arm up and over. Pressing into the right pinky side of the foot. Lifting up, gazing up, breathing deep. The left hand brings you all the way back up, and then plant the left hand on the mat below the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up and over. Find length. Keep your strength. Pay attention to what you need. Right hand plants. Crawl arms out in front of you. Bring right leg long back behind you. Press into the ball mound of the right foot. Inhale the left leg high back behind you. Three-legged dog. On your exhale, scorpion your dog. Stack your left hip over your right. Lift your left knee toward the sky. Straighten the leg as you inhale. Plant the foot as you exhale. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Shake your head, yes and no. Take full breaths, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth or the nose. Bend your knees and gaze at your hands. Step your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat, forward fold. Separate your feet hip width distance, bend your knees, drape your torso over your thighs. Relax your head, relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. On an inhale, press into the feet, roll up to standing. On an exhale, roll the shoulders up and back, let the palms face forward, spread the fingers wide. Check in with yourself. Adjust anything you need to adjust. On an inhale, press into your feet, bring your arms out and up, let the palms touch, lift the gaze. On an exhale, bring the hands to the heart, tuck the chin. Close the eyes. If there's an intention for your practice that you would like to set, now is a good time to do that. Flutter the eyes open, inhale the arms out and up. Right hand grips left wrist. Exhale, bump over to the right. Press into both feet, particularly the pinky side of the left foot. Breathe into the left side body. On your inhale, bring yourself back up. Left hand grips right wrist. As you exhale, bump to the left. Breathe into the right side body. Press into the pinky side of the right foot. On your inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend, hips reach forward, lift the chest. Carefully on your inhale, bring yourself back up. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold, no rush, bending the knees perhaps. On your inhale, come up halfway, crown of head forward, tailbone back, shoulders back. As you exhale, fold, you might bend your knees. Step your feet back, find your first high plank. We'll be here for about 3 breaths, fingers wide, press into fingertips, not wrists. Shoulders over wrists, puff up the upper back, pull in the lower belly. Reach the crown of your head forward, reach the heels back. On your next exhale, lower down halfway or all the way, bend the elbows in. Tops of the toes as you inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Roll over the toes as you exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips, pull in the lower belly. Press into the thumbs and the pointer fingers, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Use an inhale to lift your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Use an exhale to step your right foot through, low lunge. Left leg is long back behind you. And then lower onto the left knee. Press into the right foot and the left hand. Inhale, raise the arms. Pulling in the lower belly, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Squaring the hips by reaching that right hip back and the left hip forward. Beautiful. Right hand grips left wrist. Pull on the grip and bump over to the right. On your inhale, bring yourself back, crown of head high. Reverse the grip and then exhale over to the left. On your inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale, crown of head high, arms high. Pull in the lower belly, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, plant the palms, straighten the right foot. Tuck the left toes, lifting the left leg. Use a little momentum here, bringing the weight into the right foot and find a standing half splits, lifting the left leg back behind you. Letting the hands come to the mat in front of you, or using a block. Or maybe one hand or both come behind the right calf for an extra challenge. Let the left foot meet the right for a forward fold. Bring the right leg long back behind you. Low lunge. Lower onto the right knee. Press into the left foot and the right knee and inhale the arms high. Adjust, soften, breathe. Left hand grips right wrist, pull on the grip, bump to the left. Back to center when you're ready. Reverse the grip and bump to the right. Back to center when you're ready. Cactus the arms. Inhale the arms high, pull in the lower belly. Plant the palms, frame the left foot. Standing half splits, take your time to get there. There is no rush. We are here for a full round of breath. And then your right foot meets your left for a forward fold when you are ready. You might bend one knee and then the other for a moment. And then you press into your feet, reverse swan dive, inhale. Bring your hands to your heart, exhale. Raise your arms. Bump to the right. Bring yourself to center. Bump to the left. Bring yourself to center. Cactus your arms. Inhale, arms high, pull in lower belly. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. High plank to downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. Each movement has at least one inhale or exhale. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot through, low lunge. Lower onto your right knee. Inhale your arms high. Exhale over to the left. Back to center. To the right. Back to center. Baby back bend. Arms high, shoulders over hips. Plant the palms, frame the left foot. Standing half splits. Listen, stay. Warrior three. Press into the left foot, straighten the left leg. Bring the hands to the heart or the hips. Find some ankle rolls in the right ankle. Feel free to bring the arms long out in front of you if you prefer, or back behind you, or out to the side. Standing knee raise, continue to press into that left foot, and then bend the right knee and bring it in front of you. Take a moment to find your balance. The right hip is in line with the right knee. The right toes are flexed. Deepen the breath, soften the breath. Nice work. And forward fold. Right foot meets left, hinge at the hips. Bring the left leg back behind you. Low lunge. Lower onto the left knee. Inhale the arms nice and high. Bump to the right. Back to center. To the left. Inhale to center. Focus on your breath. Exhale, cactus. Focus on your alignment. Inhale, center. Exhale, plant the palms. Standing half splits. Exhale, stay here. Warrior three, no rush to get there. Stay. Adjust. Take care of yourself. Standing knee raise. Finding your balance. Keeping your breath. Being okay if you fall out of it. And just slowly coming back into it. Folding forward, planting the left foot, hinging at the hips. Pressing into your feet, inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhale the hands to the heart. Raise your arms as you inhale. Bump to the right as you exhale. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. Chest high, hips forward. Back to center. Fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Make your way to downward facing dog. Anything that would feel good for you between here and there. Right leg high, inhale. Step your foot through, exhale. Lower onto the left knee, raise the arms. Bump to the right. Back to center, crown of head high. Bump to the left. Back to center, crown of head high. Cactus the arms. Arms high, shoulders over hips. Plant the palms, frame the right foot. Standing half splits, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Warrior 3, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Standing knee raise, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Listen, half moon. Bring the right arm long out in front of you and slowly start to lower it toward the mat. And maybe it just dangles, or maybe you use a block. Stack the left hip over the right and flex the left toes. And maybe you extend the left arm toward the sky, and maybe you gaze up to the left fingertips. Plenty of time to get there. Warrior 2, bend the right knee, gracefully step the left foot back. Widen the stance if you need to. Keep the lunge in the right knee, maybe a little bit deeper. Press into the pinky side of the left foot, softening the shoulders. Closing the eyes for a moment if you'd like. Checking in. Giving yourself what you need. Cartwheeling the arms forward, planting the palms, framing the right foot, low lunge. However makes sense for you, however feels fun for you. I'm gonna find a low lunge with the left foot forward. I'm gonna hop. Lower onto the right knee when you're ready, and then raise the arms to the sky. Find your grip and then bump to the left. Inhale, center. And bump to the right. Inhale, center. Baby back bend. Center. Fold. Standing half splits. Exhale here. Warrior 3, inhale. Exhale here. Standing knee raise, inhale. exhale here. Half moon. Send the right leg long back behind you. Bring the left arm long out in front of you and slowly start to lower it toward the mat. Flexing the right toes, stacking the right hip. Lifting the right arm. Staying here for as many breaths as you want. Gracefully coming into warrior two when you are ready. Bending the left knee, stepping the right leg back. Widening the stance, opening up the arms. Bending into the left knee. Cartwheeling the arms forward, planting the palms, framing the left foot low lunge. Right foot meets left, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhaling, reverse swan dive. Exhaling, hands to heart. Raise the arms when you're ready, inhale. Find the grip and bump to the right, exhale. Back to center, inhale. Reverse the grip and exhale to the left. Back to center, inhale. Reverse the grip, let go of the grip. Cactus the arms, hips forward. Come back up, take your time. Hinge at the hips. Halfway lift. And forward fold. High plank. We will all meet in downward facing dog and move on from there together. The fourth and final time for that same sequence, adding on just a little bit more at the end, one last time. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Step your foot through, low lunge. Lower onto your right knee. Raise your arms. Bump to the left. Back to center. Bump to the right. Back to center. Cactus. Up to the sky. Plant the palms. Kick off with the right foot, standing half splits. Stay here, let something go. Press into the left foot, warrior three. Stay here, keep your balance. Continue pressing into the left foot, standing knee raise. Stay here, soften. Half moon, take your time to get there. Warrior two, as gracefully as you can. Eagle the arms, right arm underneath. Eagle the legs, right leg wraps around left at the top of the mat, finding full eagle. Squeeze your arms together. Lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Send the hands forward, deepening the shoulder stretch. Squeeze your legs together. Reach the right hip back, the left hip forward. Use your exhale to sit a little deeper. Everything I say is a suggestion. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Lean against the imaginary wall that's right behind you. On your inhale, unwind the arms and the legs and find chair. And stay in your chair for a couple of breaths. Sending your weight into your heels, lifting your toes perhaps. Softening your shoulders, bringing your hands to your heart if you prefer. hips and fold, forward fold. And taking your time, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bring your left leg long back behind you, low lunge, lower onto your left knee. Use an inhale to raise the arms, shoulders over hips, hold in the lower belly. Use an exhale to bump to the right. Come back to center. Bump to the left. Back to center. Baby back bend. Crown of head high. Plant the palms. Standing half splits. Let it all out. Warrior 3. Big exhale. Standing knee raise. Big exhale. Half moon. Big exhale. Warrior 2. Big exhale. Eagling the arms, left arm underneath. Eagling the legs, left leg wraps around. Take your time to get there. No rush. Squeezing arms, squeezing legs. Using breath to soften. Using breath to deepen. Using breath to stay where you are. Stay here as long as you'd like. Carefully unwind whenever you are ready. Find your second and final chair of this class today. Lying around, finding a little dance. Maybe you're listening to a fun playlist. And folding forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, press into your feet, arms out and up, palms touch, chin lifts. Exhale, hands to heart, tuck chin, close eyes. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Come back to that intention that you set at the beginning of class. If you didn't set anything then, maybe you'd like to set something now. Arms high, inhale, eyes might stay closed. Bump to the right, exhale, breathe into the left side body. Back to center, inhale, press into both feet. Bump to the left, exhale, breathe into the right side body. Back to center, inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale. Everything's a suggestion. Back to center, take your time. Hinge at the hips and fold. Halfway lift, gaze is slightly down, arm placement doesn't matter. Forward fold, knees might bend. Step or hop, high plank. Take yourself to downward facing dog. Stay in each pose as long as you'd like. Child's pose when you're ready, widen the knees, bring the big toes to touch. Take a grounded seat on the heels, extend the arms out long in front of you. Rest the forehead on the mat. Maybe the elbows rest on the mat, or maybe you lift them from the mat. Perhaps you bend the elbows, bring the hands to touch, and send the thumbs to the back of your neck. Maybe you stay here, maybe you do something different than what I instruct. Moving along to thread the needle. If you're in child's pose, arms out long in front of you, spread the fingers wide, and then inhale, tabletop. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, place the knees below the hips and the feet behind the knees. Gaze down at the left hand. Pressing into the left hand, inhale the right arm high, the gaze high. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm underneath left, rest onto the right ear and the right shoulder. Keep the left hand where it is, or extend the left arm long out in front of you, side body stretch. Or wrap the left arm around and bring the left hand to the inside of the right hip, finding a bind, coming into a twist, gazing past the left shoulder perhaps. Lifting the right pec up and off to the left. Regardless of where you are, close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. To bring yourself out of the pose, plant the left hand back down below the left shoulder, if it isn't already there. Actively press into that hand and then inhale the right arm high once more. Lift the gaze as well. And then exhale to come back to your tabletop and take a moment to adjust hands, shoulders, knees, hips, feet. Gazing at right hand, pressing into right hand. Inhale, left arm high, gaze high. Exhale, thread the needle. Rest on left ear, left shoulder. Let the right hand go wherever feels best for you. It does not have to look the same as the other side. Slowly bring yourself out of this pose. Planting right hand, inhaling left arm high. Exhaling tabletop. Coming into high plank, extend the legs long back behind you, tuck the toes. Press into the hands, puff up the upper back. Using an exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly, bend the elbows inward. Bring the left arm long out to the left, palm facing down. Come onto the left ear. Plant the right hand below the right shoulder and press into the right hand. Roll onto the left side body. Bend the right knee, plant the right foot behind the left leg. Keep the right hand where it is. Or start to extend the right arm high to the sky. Maybe bring the right arm back behind you. Maybe interlace the fingers with the left. Where can you soften here? Slowly come out of the pose so you can do the other side. Coming onto your belly. And this time extending the right arm long out to the right, palm down. Plant the left hand below the left shoulder. Press into the left hand. Roll onto the right side body. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot behind the right leg. Taking your time, bring yourself out of this pose. Rolling onto your belly. And planting your hands below your shoulders. And tucking your toes. And finding high plank one last time. Finding downward facing dog one last time. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Plant your right foot outside your right hand, heel in, toes out. Plant your left foot outside your left hand, heel in, toes out. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your elbows into your knees, widening. Lift your chin, your chest, your gaze, flat spine. Press your thumbs into your heart. Find a deep breath. Full breath. Steady breath. When you're ready, find a seat behind your heels as gracefully as you can. Plant your feet in front of you. Find boat pose, Navasana. Lift your arms up shoulder height. Lift your calves parallel to the mat. Lift your chest. Using your core, extend your legs out long. Slowly start to lower them. And gently come to lying on your back. It's okay if you're shaking. Once you've made your way to your back, bend your knees, bring them into the chest. Place your hands onto your knees. Start to roll your lower back in circles. You pick how big those circles are. You pick how fast they are. Change direction of the circles. Coming back to center, finding stillness. Cross the right knee over the left. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Gently pull on that grip. If this is too intense, carefully come out of this pose and find happy baby or anything else that you would prefer. Slowly release the grip. Uncross the knee, same thing on the other side, left knee over right. Taking the grip when you're ready, pulling on the grip. If this is too intense on this side, carefully release, find happy baby or anything else that you would prefer. When you're ready, come out of the pose. Bring your knees in, wrap your arms around your legs, curl up into a ball. Bring your forehead into your knees. Flex all the muscles in the body, the toes, the legs, the glutes, flex the belly and the back. Flex the arms and the hands, flex all the muscles in the face. And when you are ready, exhale to slowly lower down and release. Extend the arms out long, extend the legs out long. Lift anything from the mat and then lower it back down for comfort. Give yourself the opportunity to take any last poses if you need them. And give yourself the choice to take any resting pose. It does not have to be corpse pose. Give yourself permission to completely let go as best you can. This is the most important part of your practice. Please stay here in Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready to end your practice, then join me in a seat. Take your time to deepen your breath. Finding some tiny movements in the body. Transitioning into a fetal position, rolling over onto one side. And pressing up into a seat. And placing your hands wherever you'd like. Taking the time to thank yourself for practicing. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope you have a lovely day.